Welcome to the third video in my series on net worth. Today I'm going to explore the world of net worth tracking apps. In the first video in this series, I explained why calculating your net worth is crucial for building wealth. In the second video, I explained how to calculate your net worth and how to track it using the net worth tracking spreadsheet which I built and gave away for free. I'll link to those videos here and in the video description. But today we're going a step further and a step easier also because of course there are apps out there that will track your net worth for you. So let's talk about net worth tracking apps. Yes, this video is all about net worth tracking apps. These are apps, web apps, or mobile apps, usually both, which hook into all your financial institutions and gather the balances and details of all your assets. They bring in all your assets and liabilities, the numbers anyway, together in one place for you to analyze and admire. First, we'll look at one of the most popular apps in this category. It's called Empower, and I've been using it for several years to track not only my net worth, but also to track my spending and my entire financial picture. But just because I've been using Empower for so long, doesn't mean it's necessarily the best choice for you, so I'll also explore another app that I've been hearing about lately, Kubera. According to Encyclopedia Britannica, Kubera in Hindu mythology is the king of the nature spirits and the god of wealth. He is associated with the earth, mountains, all treasures such as minerals and jewels that lie underground, and riches in general. So Kubera is probably a good name for this app because this one seems especially focused completely on wealth and net worth tracking. So I'm going to check out this app as well, and we'll find out how it compares to Empower. Let's kick things off with Empower. Formerly known as Personal Capital, now called Empower, this app is known for its user-friendly interface and comprehensive features. Empower offers a one-stop solution for managing your money. From net worth tracking to tracking spending and retirement planning, it's all in there. I've been using Empower for several years and I've been happy with it overall. There are a bunch of features in here, but I'm going to focus on the net worth tracking capabilities since that's what we're here for. Once you create an account with Empower and log in, immediately you'll notice that Empower's sleek design and intuitive layout make it easy to navigate. But how do you track your net worth? Here's the ridiculously convenient thing. Unlike my spreadsheet, Empower keeps track of your net worth automatically. There's no need to manually check your accounts and enter in your numbers each month. This service pulls all your accounts together. You log in once to each of your financial institutions. Empower and your financial institutions do an incredibly secure and secret handshake with each other. And from that point on, Empower can pull in your financial transaction data and balances from each account that you link. If you're concerned about the security risk of connecting your accounts with Empower, I get it. I'm not a security expert by any means, but I'll just say that I've looked into it a bit and I feel good enough about the security they use that I'm comfortable using the service. You can check out their security page linked in the video description if you want to learn more. Now that we feel pretty good about handing over the keys to our financial kingdom, let's check this app out. The main page for your Empower account is this dashboard view which shows income and expenses for the month, what's happening with your portfolio, your progress paying off debt, and even your emergency fund. But let's not get ahead of ourselves because right up top, front and center, is what we're really here for. This beautiful blue chart tracks your net worth. You can click on it to get the details of what all is contributing to or taking away from your net worth. You know, those assets and liabilities that I covered in the first video in this series. What I love here is that you can change the time period and range. So you can see your net worth as a snapshot within a specific time period or see exactly how it's changing, hopefully growing over time. It will even show you what your ending balances were for each account at the end of the time period you selected. Even more handy, no matter where you are in your Empower account, you can see your current assets and liabilities listed in this left-hand side panel. Under this top line information are all your current accounts with their current balances. Again, you don't have to touch this at all. It should automatically stay up to date as long as each account is maintaining a connection with your financial institution. This brings us to the final section, Other Assets. You may find as I do that there are some assets or accounts which either don't connect with Empower or that are more like hard assets like a house or cold hard cash, or for whatever reason, you just need to enter in manually. In the Other Assets section, you can add those items that you'll enter in manually. I have my house listed here because I keep the amount the same as when I bought it. If you don't want to do it that way, you can actually connect with Zillow, so it'll pull in the estimated home value from Zillow and keep that up to date for you automatically. So those are the net worth tracking features of Empower. Like I said, it does a ton more. Aside from tracking net worth, I also use Empower to track my spending as well as income. It's not so much budgeting, like planning out spending in advance. It's more like I spend and then look back the next month and analyze my spending, see which categories I spent the most in, and track my spending over time. It's very useful for that. They also have a pretty decent retirement calculator that you can play around with. Empower is free, but they may try to contact you to try to get you to use their financial planning services. Back when this was called Personal Capital, I did receive several phone calls trying to get me interested in using their wealth management or financial planning services. But I didn't want to speak with or hire any advisor, so I let all those go to voicemail. I haven't received one of those calls in a long time, so maybe they don't even do that anymore, but they might call you, so just be aware that's the price of free. Now shifting gears to Kubera. This app takes a slightly different approach, focusing specifically on tracking your investments and net worth. Unlike Empower, Kubera is very much not free. That's a big difference between the two, even before we compare features and the user experience. You can see the pricing, and they're not messing around. Plans start at $150 per year. I'm skeptical that it could possibly be worth that cost when there's a free option available, but they have this $1 14-day trial, so I'll take them up on that offer and see what this is all about. In fact, let's do this together right now. Before I even sign up, just browsing the website, check out how clean and minimal this interface is. I'm getting the impression this is a net worth tracking app geared toward the Silicon Valley crowd. First of all, these two guys. And second of all, I mean, how many people out there have valuable web domains? Metals? Autos? I don't know if this is for me, but let's find out. All right, so I'm gonna sign up for Kubera and see what this is all about. To make this go quick, I'll sign up with my Google account. Try Kubera, start 14-day trial for $1. So they do want my credit card number here. That's interesting. It says the subscription does not start automatically. I assumed it was gonna be one of those things where if you forget to cancel after 14 days and they're going to charge you for the $150 for a full year of access, but instead, according to this, the subscription does not start automatically. That's pretty nice. All right, I've paid my $1 and I'm in. Just looking around, it looks like in the middle it says all your assets in one place. I can connect banks and brokerages, stock tickers, crypto exchanges and wallets, homes, cars, precious metals, domains, or entering in an asset manually. And then it looks like over on the left, net worth, 0 right now, assets, debts. This is interesting. I'm not sure what this fast forward recap, it looks like you're going forward and backward in time. And then beneficiary, which, interesting. If something happens to you, Kubera can automatically send this portfolio to your beneficiary. Automated life beat check. That's pretty interesting. So if you're inactive for a certain amount of time, it'll assume that you're dead and send your information to your beneficiary. I'm going to go ahead and add an asset. I'm going to connect my Robinhood brokerage. And look at that. It's the top left, first thing on here, Robinhood. Heads up. Uses multiple account aggregators, MasterCard, Plaid, Yodlee, Lean, SaltEdge to connect your accounts. You will now be taken to their screens to log in. It's absolutely safe. Interesting what it says down here. Please don't expect 100% connectivity. Some institutions will never connect and you will have to track them manually. And that's kind of what I was talking about with Empower. And sometimes you have to put in your assets manually. Even if they connect, some of them may remain unstable. Yeah, I've had that issue with Empower. Sometimes connections get unconnected, disconnected. Financial institutions change their security protocols, and then you have to kind of keep on top of that and make sure that it's up to date. If you expect 100% stable connectivity, please don't subscribe to Kubera. It's technically impossible. Things break even after subscription. It's not in our control. Wow. A lot of warning here in this heads up section, but I'm going to say I understand. This is showing me what information it will provide to Kubera. Count transactions for the last 90 days. Interesting. Okay. Continue. And now it's going to take me out to this Robinhood authentication page. Success. All right. So now I've got some information in here. Brought in my Robinhood account. This looks like the account value. That looks correct. Asking me to connect more accounts. And this looks like a simple list in which I just have one asset listed, which is Robinhood. Update values. It tells you the last time it was updated. You can reconnect if there's a problem connecting, disconnect and remove it. Insert a row. Interesting. It's almost like a spreadsheet here. I guess you could put in a manual asset here. What if I wanted to put in my house? Let's just pretend it's worth $500,000. Updates net worth in real time, just like that. And debts. I guess that's where you would put in a mortgage, credit cards. Let me enter one in manually. Let me pretend that I do have a mortgage of $400,000 mortgage on my $500,000 pretend house. Let's see what else we got here. Balance, ownership, notes, documents. Oh, that's interesting. You can put important documents in here, so I can kind of see where you might want to pass this information along to a beneficiary if you die, because if you're gonna add in all these notes and important documents associated with your assets, that makes a lot of sense. All right, so now my net worth has been updated to $130,000. Tax on unrealized gains. That's interesting. Okay, so it's telling you what the tax impact would be if you were to liquidate your assets, and just kind of keeps track of the tax on unrealized gains. So even though you're not selling your assets, if you did sell it, what would the tax be? Let's see, the net worth chart will be ready after a week of collecting data. Yeah, this net worth chart doesn't look accurate. I can see where the chart might look a little better after a week of collecting data. I wonder if I can see more specifically what my investments are. Here we go. Investable assets. I don't know. I don't think of my home as an investable asset, so that's kind of weird. Okay, this is interesting. It breaks down stocks that I have into different sectors. Yep, mid cap, small cap. Okay, so yeah, I have IWM, so that makes sense that it would mostly be small cap, a little bit of mid cap. Recap. All right, recap provides a comprehensive overview of your portfolio's growth over time, along with a snapshot of your asset collections from various perspectives. Every day, week, month, quarter, and year from the day it was added in Kubera. No BS, just pure numbers. Total net worth. I like the way this is broken down, but again, this reminds me more of a spreadsheet, but definitely fancier than a spreadsheet, more automated than a spreadsheet. You've got your net worth at the top, including all assets, what all those assets are made up of, debts, which in this case is just the mortgage. I like the way it breaks this out. I mean, really similar to how Empower might do it, where you've got your assets, investments, debts, credit cards, all that stuff listed by category, and then you can see how that's changing over time. And then let's check out this fast forward section. Fast forward provides a glimpse into the potential future trajectory of your portfolio. This is really just running a forward trajectory, running out a scenario based on these rules that you set down here, and then it's going to show you what this might look like in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. This is really cool as far as, motivating you and projecting out your net worth into the future. I like this feature quite a bit. I think if I had this set up fully with all my accounts in here and everything, it would be quite interesting. And if I took some time to play around with these scenarios, looks like you can even add multiple scenarios. Very cool. I like that. All right, what else can we look at here? Well, we can get more detail on each of these categories, like debt, add new debt, loans, mortgages, credit cards. Let's see if they have, I'm sure they would have like Chase, right? Yep. With your permission, we use Finicity, a MasterCard company who will securely access, process, and share requested financial data with your app or service. You can see how this might work if you wanted to add credit cards in there, other debts, mortgages. Same thing with assets. We could add in more assets, more sections. Ally, my bank of choice, is right there. I'm sure they've got it all, just like Empower. It looks like you can add individual stock tickers, metals. Wow, you could add gold, silver, and ounces. Domains. Yeah, a domain. Cars.com. Let's say we own cars.com. Woo! Oh, baby. 10 million. All right. Let's add that. Now we're getting somewhere. What other kind of assets can we add? Homes, cars. Enter the web URL that shows the value of your home. So it supports Zillow, Trulia, Redfin, not just Zillow, like Empower. So that's kind of cool. I guess you just get the URL for your specific home, and it will show you the value, or you could put in the address of the home. Cars, put in the VIN number. All right, not my thing, but definitely could do that. And then you can enter assets manually, whatever you've got. Expensive furs. All right, couple thousand or whatever. In some ways, this is kind of bare bones, but I could imagine that over time, it's going to show me some more interesting data. Of course, actually putting in all of my information, all of my accounts like I have with Empower and fully setting it up, make it a lot more useful, a lot more interesting. But even just playing around with it here for a brief amount of time, I see the value. If you're looking to track your net worth, and especially if you have all kinds of a wide variety of assets, you get crypto. I'm not even going to mess around with crypto, but if you've got some crypto, all that kind of stuff in there, different wallets and things, if it is your thing, then maybe Kubera is the place you'd want to be. I might even play around with this trial for, I've got it for 2 weeks, so I might even play around with this trial of Kubera for longer, but eventually I'll just stick with Empower from what I see here. I don't see anything that's wowing me so much that it's going to start, make me switch over to Kubera. But if you're starting from scratch, well, now you've got 2 to choose from here that you can see what these kind of look like. And hopefully that gives you an idea of some of its features and capabilities and what the user experience is like. Definitely feels more like a startup, more custom built for a certain type of person who has got a variety of assets and really interested in projecting their net worth out over time and kind of looking big picture at their wealth, I guess you could say. So definitely looks like a good tool, seems useful. Chart your millions over time, watch it grow, and that's Kubera. So how do these 2 apps stack up against each other? Well, Empower is great for overall financial management, offering a broad range of tools to track spending, save effectively, and manage day-to-day finances. Plus, it does a great job at tracking your net worth. On the other hand, Kubera excels in investment tracking and providing a holistic view of your net worth, making it ideal for individuals with diverse investment portfolios. Ultimately, the choice between Empower and Kubera depends on your financial goals and preferences. Whether you're looking for comprehensive money management or focused investment tracking, both apps bring unique strengths to the table. But then there's the cost, and from what I've seen comparing the competition, I'll continue to happily use Empower's free net worth tracking features. That's what I have for you in this video. I've covered 2 of the most popular net worth tracking apps, but I know there are more out there. So let me know in the comments which app you prefer or if you've tried any others worth mentioning. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos on saving, investing, and early retirement. Thanks for watching.